Hi there. Welcome to the next session of CBIT Media about comparing Microsoft Office 365 to G Suite. Um, as with the last videos, and I'm sorry for taking that long. I think it's months ago actually since I've done the last video. But there's been a lot of other Atlassian stuff mainly that kept me away from this. So as always, I'm gonna look at Office 365 and we'll compare mainly by heart from what I see to what I know from my daily usage of G Suite in Google and comment on that. Um, and it's like always, like kind of a random thing, just surfing around, trying things out. And if it's like in the other videos, it's not going to be long until I find something that really sucks in Office 365. But let's see. Um, just as a background for those who see this video first, I'm with a Google partner, so I'm totally biased. And I try to get flesh on the bones, at least we would say that in Germany this way, of when I talk to people who use Office 365, they are often underwhelmed. At the same time, we see a lot of our big customers going there without even noticing that there's an alternative from Google. And we want to change that. I want to make sure that there's a list of things that Google can do much better and where the UX and procedures and the way you can use Google um, can be seen in small cut videos um, in comparison. And this is kind of the raw live recording for this. So let's get going. I'll share my application window, this one. Okay, now you can see the other screen. Okay, and this is portal.office.com, and I've logged in already, and English interface. So now we have to look at stuff that we can look at. We did have a little bit of fun with Excel already. I did not look at SharePoint yet. I did look at Teams. There were like significant problems with Teams. Um, we did look at all of the apps and the redundancies in here, where you have stream and video and to do and tasks and a lot of like ambiguity. For the portal, um, Yammer is probably something. If I look at this, that Microsoft now has, which Google doesn't have as slick. Um, Problem is that Yammer is in fierce competition with Teams, also with SharePoint. So I don't know how this will go. For me, the microblogging is still like a strong, persistent, thread-based thing. So Yammer is an upside that I do see in Office 365. Google had Google Plus for internal use of your company, but they, as far as I know, they disabandoned or they discontinued that, at least publicly. I think it's still available for those customers who are using it. I would have to check whether you can still use it if you become a new G Suite customer. I think we're gonna look at OneNote or SharePoint today. How about SharePoint? So I click that. And it's actually the first time, and this is again something that Microsoft doesn't do well. You always have to log in multiple times. I had other videos where I had to re-log in and re-log in. And here's the next problem that I've experienced also quite a few times already. So I've logged in the first time to SharePoint, and it's all German. Although I made sure that everything is in English, which is a separate video, and it was very difficult. It would only work on Firefox, and Microsoft would have like 190 different languages for English, like English Denmark, English Germany, and I was thinking of what's the difference between English in Germany and English in Denmark. However, this is the wrong language for my English video, so how do I switch that? My profile. Log in again. No, everything's English here. So that's probably not going to help. Oh, how do I get back? Okay, lost. Try again. SharePoint. Question. Help. Here we go again. This is the usability style of Microsoft. Sprache ändern. Change language. Maybe add SharePoint. Okay, Cog Icon, Website-Einstellungen, Website-Informationen, okay. Website-Einstellungen. Wow. This is a long list. Language. Let's search in that long list. Sprache. Spracheinstellungen. Standardsprache German. Links bar, edit links. No, I don't want to edit links. I want to have English here. Alternative language. And I want the, oh, let's start with okay. Again. Website-Einstellung. Change links. No, that doesn't help. Let's go back. So it says country and regional settings. Okay, so let's take English USA. Yeah, but that didn't, it changed the time zone now. There's no language. Oh, here we go again. This is the true Microsoft feeling. You're clicking and trying and language settings. That sounds good. Default language, German. Change it. Default language. The default language of this website is set when creating the website, but I wasn't creating any website. So maybe we have to create a new website. Okay. That's also like, in my opinion, this is a usability problem. You can't have like the upper left-hand side on the logo is always to get back to the starting page, and this is a navigation. Like let's look at how Google does it. So they have that in that area, and that's much better in my opinion, because if we now go to, let's say, Drive, this should be for the starting page. Like this, how would you say that? Like this matrix thing, burger menu, or however you want to call this, it cannot sit here. This is a problem. But okay, that's a minor thing. Create website. So I want to create a new website to get it be in English. Team website, communication website. Team website is sharing documents. conversations with the team, stay up to date, tasks, communication website, publish dynamic and appealing contents for people in your organization. So it's more of a, so let's say I want to website. So that's my Team X. Choose the language, English. Awesome. Private, public. Everyone in my organization should be able to see that. Okay. Move on. No, I'm the, let's make Paul be a owner. And then we also have Kevin. Oh, no one's left. So let's make it this way. Holy, it's still German. This is this new website. I told them to make it English. Still not English. Page details. Further details. Phew. Why is that in German also? Ah, there's some English here, but it's only this one thing. I'll try again. So there's no settings now for this website. Site design, website information, a website. Show all web page settings. Ah, how did I get there now? Completely different ways to navigate all the time. So, oh, and it's here now. Look at this. It's a different menu. Why is that? It's probably some other type of content. So language settings. Standard language is English. I'll just deactivate all the other languages so that it can only be English. Oh, it's tedious. By the way, the language list is very ambiguous again. Like Serbisch, Lateinisch. Lateinisch is a language, Latin. What they obviously mean is this is not a Cyrillic Serbian language or something. I don't know, but they probably don't mean Latin. However, Übersetzungen überschreiben. Also like the translation is bad. Oh, look at this. It's English. Here we go. So, okay. Let me sum this up for you real quick. What we've just seen is I've entered SharePoint the first time. My language setting was German, although my setting for the whole Microsoft account is English, which is probably because when I created the whole account in the beginning, it was German. However, okay, so the SharePoint website was German. I wanted to switch it to English. No chance, couldn't do it. After probably 5 minutes, I found out that you cannot change the language of an existing website within SharePoint. So you have to do it when you create the website, which is doesn't sound like a good way to do that, but let's accept that. So I was creating a new website. Um, when I created this new website, I chose English as a language, but the created website called TeamX would still be German. And I was confused because I thought, oh, didn't I just learn that I have to create a website in English to be English? And then I was searching for the website settings, but there were no website settings because obviously this type of team website is different from this other website that I've created, and it has a completely different admin menu. So there were no website settings. I was clicking somewhere else, and then there was a link below that said website settings. So I was clicking there, coming to the admin area, and the admin area then was completely different, although the same points were on it. So I was clicking on language settings there, and then I found out that there were alternative languages for this website defined, and German was obviously one of the alternative languages. I deactivated the alternative languages, and now this TeamX website is in English, which tells me that my user, at least for SharePoint, is still German. So SharePoint thinks that I want to speak German, although I told Office 365 that I want to speak English. So when you create your users, better make sure that you have the language settings for those users correctly. And for this video, or for this time, it's enough for me again. It only takes 3 minutes to find how bad Microsoft is in trying to make usable web applications. The mean answer that I got from one of our customers yesterday was, they said they are not trying. They don't even try to make it have a good UX. They only want to sell it, and as long as it has the required features or they can check the checklists, all is good. We'll find out. SharePoint is obviously a place that I want to spend more time in. That really looks like an awful place to be in. And it's especially interesting for me because we have this intranet product, Linchpin, and I would say SharePoint is probably the main competitor. So learning more about how difficult it is to use SharePoint is definitely something that I can make use of. So as always, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you hate it, or if you love Microsoft and you hate that I'm trying to ditch them, give me a thumbs down, give me a comment. I'll bear all of that, and looking forward to your feedback, whatever it is. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next time soon. Bye-bye.